Wakey, wakey, eggs and bakey. It's time to get up. Time to start the day. Are you ready? It's time to get up. Hello, everyone.
Welcome 5 more minutes, Mom.
Oh, like seriously, like you gotta do the dance from Got Booze, but on your alarm clock. God snooze, God snooze, God snooze, God snooze.
Ugh, ain't it always the way that you got like a good sleeping rhythm going on, and then the alarm just turns on?
And it just so happens I only had 3 hours of sleep last night. Ain't this the way?
It was the same with me too.
Yeah. Curse onore grido.
The reason why is because, I don't know, after we did our interview, my brother literally came in and said that he got 2 tickets to go see the Demon Slayer movie.
Oh, geez. And then you went to the Demon Slayer movie immediately after.
Yeah, we literally did. And that thing almost clocked in at 3 hours.
Dang.
We got in at like 11, let's say like 15, 20 minutes of previews. And then the movie ended at 2 o'clock.
Oh, jeez.
So that's like 5 episodes right there that they gave.
Like, at that point, it may as well just be like, it may as well just have been like 5 episodes. Just go straight to TV. I don't know.
But again, we still have like 2 or 3 more books to get through. So I'm hoping that.
Wait, that only goes up to volume 21?
Yeah, yeah, because I think like, again, we go into the castle, we deal with, like, we get introduced to all of the upper ranks, and a couple of them bite it, but not like the important ones. So from what I remember, and I do own the books, I'm like, I think we're like on book 20 or 21 out of 24.
Yeah.
So I'm like, can we just wrap this up? The series has been over since 2020. Don't get me wrong, it was beautifully
Wait, you mean the manga, right? Not the...
the manga's been over for like 5 years. So
yeah, because I have all 23 volumes of the manga. Still haven't read it yet, but you know.
But I'm like, you know, it's one of those things that you're like, you know how in Toku people are like, we obsess about our favorite series because we love them and whatnot, but it's just to the point that I'm like, okay, now what we have is good, and what we got was good, maybe a few add-ons, but when they keep adding media to it, when it's not necessary.
Oh, like the Guidance and V-Cinex and whatnot?
Yeah, or just like any type of crossover films, and I'm like, why was it necessary to cross over this Ultra with that Ultra? Why was it necessary to get this Rider with this Sentai team? Which really has no bearings on the show whatsoever. It was just a fun little filler episode that we got.
Yeah, see, like, because I have not read or watched Demon Slayer yet, even though I have all 23 volumes. I basically have to use nicknames just to placehold for like the characters whenever I refer to them. For example, we have Scarface, Chibi Runner, Zenitsu, Boar's Head Bistro, Johnny Young Bosch, Lion Guy, Insect Girl, Melon Girl, because her hair looks like a melon, House Hugo, and Michael Jackson.
I would have said that looked more like Kamen Rider Skull. The hat is a dead giveaway. I know it's Michael Jackson, but it's literally... Well, again, we always said that Skull was like the Michael Jackson of Kamen Riders.
He was the smooth criminal rider.
Yeah, he totally was. He totally was.
Yeah, it's like the 2 most popular music videos on YouTube is what's it called? Code Geass with Vita La Vida. By the way, it's an overrated song, but and then you have Kamen Rider Skull with Smooth Criminal.
Yeah, I'm just waiting for them to make a kaiju of Michael Jackson.
Because we have a Kamen Rider character based on Michael Jackson. Yep. We have a Power Ranger character based on Michael Jackson. Now we just need an Ultraman character based on Michael Jackson. Can you imagine like an Ultraman go like,
oh. Actually, wait. I know this is going to be mean and whatnot, but we technically already do without us realizing we did.
Oh?
What were they called? You know, they were a big reference in Dan to Dan, but we have the hair, the face, the big pink lips, and the red eyes. Original Ultraman
Not
villain.
the Dadas.
Dada?
Yeah, Dada.
Did the monkey?
Yeah,
dudes?
we did in the first Ultraman series. He's with Dada. He looked like Michael Jackson before what Michael Jackson became.
Yeah. So I'm like, technically, we do have a Michael Jackson kaiju, even though like they saw that confirms so many theories. Michael Jackson is an alien, ladies and gentlemen. It has been confirmed.
How are we gonna take? How are we gonna take over the world with the white Michael Jackson, anyways? Damn it!
Yeah, well, they did it. They did it in Black Dynamite.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's
Black
confirmed.
Astronaut Dynamite.
It really is now confirmed because I'm like, wait a minute, how did they know? Because like people still look at that show and they're like, that show was from the '60s before like Michael wasn't even born back then. So yeah, but it looks like Michael Jackson, doesn't it? I'm like, yeah, that end does look like Michael Jackson. And now we have a Michael Jackson Kamen Rider and a Michael Jackson Sentai villain.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and in both cases,
you know, I'm gonna get on that. I'm gonna make a shirt.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, just like get Kamen Rider Skull, get to Wild Spin, and Dada as like the Michael Jackson trio.
Mm-hmm. So like have Dada be like giant, and he has his hand out like this, and he's got like all three of them in his hand.
Yeah.
Now I want to see a video of all three of them dancing to Smooth Criminal.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that. I'm so gonna do that. I'm so fucking gonna do that. Confirmed. Michael Jackson is an alien. But yeah, no, it's the movie. The movie itself was very entertaining. I mean, there were parts of it that I was like, I swear to God, if you cut off at this point, I swear to God. But no, they actually stuck to the delivery where I was like, okay, all right. Although I will protest though the rumor that we still have like 3 seasons and 2 movies to do.
Yeah, like I said, there's 23 volumes, guys.
Yeah,
23 volumes.
Out of 3 or 4 books left, you're gonna milk it. Please don't. We already had that with Attack on Titan.
I was gonna say Attack on Titan. Attack on Titan, Season 4, Part 3, Section 8, Episode 2, Part 1.
No. It all started off with Harry Potter and Twilight. We're not having that shit again.
Yeah.
No, we're not doing that.
Yeah, no.
Well,
maybe that was the whole point of Attack on Titan, not the whole like rhetoric of violence begets violence, or like you become the villain that you have sworn to destroy, but rather the whole theme of Attack on Titan is you Potterheads and you Twilight hacks are becoming ridiculous with that whole splitting the final episode up into a bunch of pieces thing. That was the plot of Attack on Titan.
I was like, no. But I mean, just like with what happened in the movie, we have the thing with this Kamen Rider episode because, well, did you all see on Saturday the new episode of Kamen Rider Zeztz?
Wait for it. Absolutely.
No, I literally just got done watching it because I was at a con this weekend.
Which con was that?
A convention.
Just some random convention.
Just a convention. Just a con.
Yes, it was con in one of the 50 states.
Yeah. Okay. Oh no. I'm saying the name of the convention is it's just a convention.
Yeah. It's just a convention.
It's just a con.
I actually had someone like do that, and they said like, "Oh yeah, no, I went to a convention." And I'm like, which one. They didn't say until I finally found out because they were embarrassed to tell me that they went to Ichi Expo.
Oh gosh.
Like, I've been to Ichi Expo.
No, I went to Galaxy Con and met John Delancey.
Ooh.
Yeah. Oh, actually, you know what? That should be an actual convention. Call it Just a Con.
Just a Con.
Just a Con, yeah.
Yeah, but I like, But yeah.
Yeah. We're here to discuss Zeztz episode 2. Case 2. Explode. I swear, I'm still not used to the fact that the episode number is part of the episode title.
Well, at least they're not doing like an old school like Detective Conan where they start off with the typewriter and then show a case file saying the case file.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, that is a thing that does happen, doesn't it?
With a lot of detective shows, that is a thing that does happen. So like, even though technically this is all a dream, it's still a detective show. So
like Double and Drive.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So there was some talk online on my end, like hearing people talk about this episode. They found it rather confusing, the setup, and kind of like there was a chunk that should have been in the beginning but wasn't, because did we not leave off like where we're like he
wakes up at a hospital with the thing on, and the detective was like right there in the hospital room with him.
Yeah, and then we start this episode, and immediately it's still in the dream. And apparently, Baku, look at my notes here, Baku is now considered a fugitive in the dream world because they think that he caused all this.
But actually, it was Scary Terry who did all the work.
I mean,
Scary Terry.
You
can run, but you can't hide. Well, let's try hiding. Who's he to say that we can't hide?
Yeah.
Well, it is something, because I'm like, the girl that got pulled up in the ceiling, wrapped around, and then got slashed. We got to blame somebody. Mm-hmm. And you did kill the person that did it, so. Yeah, so Baku is now a wanted fugitive in the dream world. That sucks. After a long day of like whatever it is he does, when he goes to sleep, he's got to be on the lam.
Yeah, it's like Dawn Brothers all over again.
I've still not watched Dawn Brothers.
You should.
I know. I've had people tell me like, have you watched anything? I haven't watched a new Sentai since. Oh wow! I want to say I've like probably Q Ranger and bits of Bunbunjar.
Well, at least you saw one Reiwa series.
Yeah, I've like again, it was because of Robot Michael Jackson that I'm like, this is not real. This cannot be real.
Yeah. Robot Michael Jackson. He has a thing for Space Antonio Banderas.
Yeah, I didn't think that was fucking real. I'm like, you gotta be kidding me. It's like, nope, it's actually real.
Oh, just wait until you see Michael Jackson's Moonwalker movie. Most confusing movie I have ever seen. There's literally a part to where Michael Jackson transforms into a car.
Yeah, I know. I remember watching it as a kid, and then I went back and watched it as an adult, and I'm like, I still don't get it. And there was a video game tie into it.
You know what's funny is how like even just the Smooth Criminal segment of the movie, there's like this kid who claims that he taught Michael Jackson his moves, and then he starts dancing in the alleyway. That makes me like when I see him dance that way, like with that setup, what's the singular thing that comes to my mind? That one video made by Walter Jones. You know the one.
It really it's interesting how like The Room makes more sense than Michael Jackson's Moonwalker.
Oh yeah. No, I know. It's like 1 minute you're fighting against Joe Pesci and then you become a robot, but apparently walking out through the top of the ceiling to the roof, and you're like, wait, you were talking to someone, you came out of the door, now there's no one behind you, but you're like, I did not hit her. I did not.
I mean, like, I write it off as he's just venting. You know how sometimes you just
I know, but there was people behind him, Mike. There was literally people behind him, and he just walked out of the door with nobody. So I'm like, where the hell did these guys go? And not to mention, like, oh, Mark? Yeah, Mark, he was behind him. So how did Mark just from the back to the front?
Because Mark can teleport in the movie. Remember the scene to where Chris R wants money from Denny, and then after they take him to the police, and then they come back. You see Johnny run towards Denny to ask him if he's okay, and then very shortly after, you see Mark just appear right next to Lisa's mother.
Yeah. And just like Lisa, we have also a woman that's breaking our hearts in the show.
And wears a red dress.
Well, not anymore. She's not. So, what is her name? Was it Nem?
Nem.
Yeah.
There you go. Okay. So yeah, Nem is apparently, as you said, a pop idol model actress in the real world. We're not sure if she is actually like there in the dream. We just have a persona of her. But apparently, because Baku is a wanted fugitive, she decides to get in on the bounty because there's
she turns into a ride-along deputy
girl. Yeah, literally police girl.
Police girl. Hey, police girl. Hey, police girl. What's that over there?
I'm like, okay. So I'm like, oh, and handcuffs. I'm like, okay, no ride along.
0 turns into a 3. You put your hand on the 3 and turn it back into a 0.
No ride along would ever be given like official police gear, but whatever. And she's like, of course, it's like she's like, oh, Baku, you saved me. You blah blah blah. I'm like, man, I haven't seen a more devious woman in a detective film since Dick Tracy.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
We all knew Madonna wasn't faithful. Get out of here. But yeah, she slaps the cuffs on him. But out of nowhere, an explosion happens.
Oh, you mean like this one?
Yeah, that. Yeah, we see a giant explosion, and the world tilts, just like a scene from Inception.
Mm-hmm.
Because we see, what is this thing called?
It's the explosion
nightmare. I was about to. I was like, I don't know why, but maybe it's just fresh in my mind. I was about to say the bomb nightmare,
because the nightmare looks very much like Kamen Rider build.
I was gonna say, why do the entire time watching the episode, I'm like, why does this guy look like Build? Are they all supposed to look like Kamen Riders? What was the previous one supposed to look like?
Well, I've seen what the previous one looks up close up, and I'm like, a gun? What Kamen Rider was most famous for using a gun other besides the end?
Yeah. Well, I saw some Facebook posts that kind of compared some of the nightmares to Riders, and apparently a lot of people compare like the nightmare from the first episode to Double.
I was trying to think if it might have been Double, but the only thing he has in common with Double, and mind you, that's how I came to the conclusion that it was Double, was that he just has a black and green color scheme. But he's more green than black, though.
I mean, in terms of like his face, how it was, I was like, maybe this could be Fies, just with
or Kikai.
I'm like, I can't really say it's more like a very like obvious Kamen Rider reference. I mean, we might be pulling at straws here on that. But the Explode Nightmare literally has a very heavy Build like vibes. And of course, I'm like, well, it looks like Build, but it destroys, unlike Build. Because Build builds up on its combos, while this thing basically blows up anything.
So, in other words, it's Crazy Diamond versus Killer Queen.
Yeah.
Or it's another build 2, Electric Boogaloo.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah. Well, yeah. Within that crazy inception moment, our boy Baku wakes up in his bed. I'm like, oh, okay. We did theorize that maybe the belt is keeping him alive, but apparently we do see that he can take it off.
Yeah, that's the weird part. It's like, why like add something to the why insinuate something if it's just gonna be debunked the very next episode?
I mean, it could have been just like, maybe he did die. Maybe it's like, again, like an Orphanoch, like he did die and then he came back as the Kamen Rider. We might get that, or it could be just like maybe the belt did something to him that nothing that the doctors could do did. Because again, this all happened in the dream world. Mm-hmm. He got defibrillated in the dream world and not in the real world.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like, wait, so it's like that all like, if we die in the game, we die in real life. Yeah.
What?
Yeah. Yeah. Go figure. Go figure.
Like, people are born, they live, and then they stop forever. What?
But apparently, if you put on like a VR headset and play some online MMO game, you're like, and get unplugged, you stay in the game. I'm still not over that with .hack or Sword Art.
Yeah,
I'm like, you guys got some major explaining to do. Well, I think .hack explained it, but so far Sword Art has not. Mm-hmm. Anyway, so yeah, we have this whole thing with him and his big sis just walking in the park, again. But we also do get the your best girl. I actually did look her up. What is her name? I have it here in my notes. Nope. Here we go.
Wait, best girl as in the sister, or best girl as in the dream girl?
The chick who's Lopo.
Yeah, Lopo.
Yeah, Nazca. So we find out that she has been transferred to a new department within the police department. How she sees it as a demotion, because she goes outside the police department into some shady looking truck.
Yeah, a military truck,
a military grade truck. But still, I'm like, what? Didn't you see Blazar? They had a band, and that was even more tricked out than this. So I'm like, I wouldn't complain. But regardless, it's like, yeah. So here is the detective. What is his name? I forget.
Now I will say this. I appreciate that this is the start of a running gag where everyone's like struggling to get inside the truck. Where like it's like they have like an inferior shot of like people like trying to crawl into the truck in various different ways that all look very uncomfortable.
Yeah, Nausicaa kind of steps in, goes over and under, but then falls, finding the detective like completely like, well, he's not drunk, but you could tell he's been drinking and passed out on the chair, and kind of like figuring out. But again, I'm like, honey, didn't you confirm that you were going to be partners with him in the last episode? Now you're kind of like, what did I get myself involved into? I'm like, well, honey.
By the way, her name contains nasu, which means eggplant, and it's a subject matter of Hatsuyume, which is the first dream of the year.
The eggplant dream.
Yes. Yeah. So you got Mount Fuji. So you got Mount Fuji. You have a hawk and an eggplant. So I'm gonna guess that she's one of 3 characters that's gonna fit into a certain theme, like how like Yamanaka, Choji Akamichi, and Shikamaru Nara have the Hanafuda theme of Ino Shikacho.
Yeah, so we might get other characters that go that
so
play
we're
off
gonna have like a character named Taka and like a character named Yama, probably.
Well, we'll keep
Oh,
that.
in fact, one of those heck, her partner Tetsuya Fujimi has Fuji in his name.
Well, she can.
So we have 2 out of 3 right there. Now we just have to find a Taka, and we got a bingo.
Well, we'll see what happens later on because, well, I was like, I'm like the eggplant. Well, when you talk about that, you know how most people feel about eggplants.
It's a very nasty fruit.
I know. Well, when you grill it with Parmesan, it's not bad.
Or what about when the eggplants were trying to debate whether to fry Muriel or grill her?
Why not bake her?
Oh, yes. Fry
okay,
her.
let's go with that.
Grill her. Fry her. Grill her.
What's no. Sautéing is still grilling.
Yep. Why don't we bake her? Yeah.
Legitimately, I was like, okay, yeah, because I did look her up. I did see her name is Rina Onuki. I think I'm saying her name right. Yeah, very, very interesting career and very interesting like way how she got into being acting in Tokusatsu. I think that if I remember right, I read that she actually entered a contest and got picked. From there, it's like started being in trios, appearing like slightly until like her big break was in Skits. But then it's like her popularity has grown because, well, she is a young woman, and of course, you know, modeling photos and all that. She's very, very popular right now. So, yeah, let's hope. Let's see what Raina brings into the show besides kind of a clumsy, like serious detective girl.
Yeah. Either way, for me, it's puppy love.
I mean, I've seen her swimsuit spread. They are pretty damn good. But yeah, so apparently we're still investigating the whole thing of the nightmare because the Detective Fuji, says that they're real, but she's saying that they're not. She's kind of questioning her career choices.
It's an urban legend, like that movie featuring Mike Rosenbaum and Jared Leto.
Yeah,
or like when Freezy Pop said, "Super Pooper Scoopers are just legendary."
Yeah. So again, our sweet detective girl is like, what have I gotten myself into? I don't know, honey. You said yes. You said yes to being on this show, so wait it out for 50 some odd episodes. But apparently the detective is now looking into Baku. But Baku is off with his sister, like talking about life and what are they gonna do? And you know how Baku should be more of a gentleman and helping out his sister, and he kind of does, but then he steps in dog poo.
Lovely.
Yeah, no, this is exactly what happens, guys. Exactly what happens. Like, there's an entire like 5 minutes dedicated to like brother and sister time. And
I mean, that's more than we got with certain other seasons.
No, that's fine. I'm like, no, that's good. That's good. We're showing a relationship. The sister isn't just there. Maybe she might be something. She might get involved. Hell, she in this show, we're not sure. She might even be a writer. Anyone can be a writer at this point in any Reiwa series now, apparently.
Yep.
So we'll see what happens. But let's see my notes. So later on that night, Baku is at home. Oh no, I'm sorry. I'm skipping forward. So the two detectives actually chase Baku because he actually comes out of his house with the rider belt.
Isn't it more like a rider sash?
He's like, well, this is new for us. So at default, I'm going to say belt.
Yeah.
But it's like he's cradling. I'm like, why the hell are you cradling that thing? Like, you're carrying it around as if you're smuggling something across state lines.
Mm-hmm.
Only for it's like, yeah, well, best detective girl is like, yeah, I'm Detective so-and-so, this is Detective Fuji. It's like basically Mulder and Scully at this point. But apparently Baku tells him that, yeah, no, I had a dream and this, and the detective, Mount Fuji over here starts freaking out because he had the exact same dream, which is kind of confirming what he's been saying this whole time. And dear police girl over here is like, I seriously made a horrible mistake in my career choices. You're young, darling. You'll learn. So yeah, apparently the nightmares are actually real. But of course now Baku is asking, so why are you guys chasing me in the dream world? Oh, I stopped that. I kind of realized that you weren't the bad guy. But when I go back into the dream, the police are still chasing me. Well, yeah, because there's explosions going on. Well, who's causing the explosions? I don't know. But someone is causing them because there's a monster running around causing explosions. And apparently it affects the real world.
Yeah.
I wonder who it could be.
Surely it's not that rabbit tank named Howard Payne.
I swear to God, if that thing had bunny ears on it, that's the only thing it was missing. But regardless, it's like, no. Okay.
Yeah, I want to see now, ever since Build first came out, I want to see somebody just make a meme to where the full bottles of Rabbit Tank are Judy Hopps from Zootopia and Megatron.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, boy.
You mean Galvatron?
No, Megatron.
You want to really nitpick it.
I mean, if you're going with old school Megatron, then yeah, I get it. But now Megatron is just default a tank now.
Yeah, Armada / Micron Densets, he was a tank.
Yeah.
Yeah. Meanwhile, in Energon, his original tank form was just a sword.
I really don't get. I mean, after Armada, I kind of just checked out.
Yeah. CGI aside, Cybertron had a great premise. It's just you have to sit through a lot of annoying one-off episodes before you get to the good stuff.
Yep.
And then apparently Cybertron in Japan, which is called Galaxy Force, was completely a separate thing from.
Yeah. It wasn't meant to be a third installment to Armada and Energon, but in the American version, they made edits. They made edits to make it canon, including adding a new scene that featured the cast of the previous two series.
It felt so weird. It legitimately felt so weird.
Yeah, I've actually seen. So far, I've seen Micron Densets, which was Armada. I still need to sit down and watch Super Link, which is Energon, and Galaxy Force sometime.
Super Link is my least favorite.
Yeah, that's the general consensus that I've heard from people, is that Super Link / Energon is the least best out of the Unicron trilogy. But I want to sit down and see it for myself.
See, on Tubi TV, I tried watching all of Transformers. I watched Beast Wars, Beast Machines. They didn't have Robots in the Skies / Car Robot. So I went straight to Armada. And then 16 episodes into Energon, I just checked out. I tried. I really tried. I didn't even get to Six Shot. He was my favorite Decepticon when it originally aired.
Yeah.
Let's see.
And then, of course, fans call Energon Optimus two things: Fatimus Prime and Megazord Optimus Prime.
He did get really chunky. He really did.
Yeah.
It's not so much that he got chunky; it's just that his legs got skinnier and arms too.
Yeah.
He basically.
I can see why that is, because it actually looks more streamlined, for lack of a better term, when he's combined with all of his modules.
Yeah, the proportions look better when they're combined.
Yeah, proportions. That's the word I was looking for.
Yeah, but I get it. You're basing your Optimus off of what is basically Gao Gaigar. But the thing about Gao Gaigar is that even even like the torso, like it's still armor. His main body's still humanly proportioned.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
I find it interesting how the Brave series, Gal Gaigar, Mike Guine, and so on, was originally made by Takara, but now Bandai owns it.
Yeah.
Well, Takara has gone through a rough patch, especially during that time. So.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but no, the Takara Transformer series tend to be really fun sometimes. Awkward words sometimes. Yeah.
I do want to watch the other Transformers shows. I need to do that eventually, but so far, I've seen all of Micron Densets.
Yeah. Alrighty. So yeah, we go back into the dream world, where, well, actually not quite yet. He gets a phone call later that it's like, have you forsaken your mission? Yeah. Have you forsaken your mission? Señor, no comprendo inglés. Necesita hablar en español.
Yeah.
Ego wakarimasen.
That's such a random, like, when you get those random phone calls at night, like this one had to have been the most random that it's like, yeah, let me turn on the subtitles really quick.
And it's like, they are the new interns in the cafeteria. It's like, wait, you understand that? No, but I'm good at reading subtitles backwards.
Yeah, so apparently it's Zero. Zero has contacted Baku and said that I need to speak to Agent 7. Well, isn't Baku Agent 7? Yes, so I need to talk to you. Like, well, is it more better if we talk in person or something? Like, yeah, if you want, just go to your closet. What do you mean go to the closet? Go to the closet.
Is Tom Cruise in there?
There's probably some kid.
Wait, is John? Is Daigo in your closet?
Maybe no.
Is it Johnny Closet?
It's just.
Well, I just found out something interesting just now. Channing Tatum is part of the voice cast of the Demon Slayer movie.
Yeah, he's a focal character in that. Like, I don't know if they're crazy. Yeah, Channing Tatum. Who would have thought Channing Tatum, again, you know how crazy people are like, I can't believe that celebrities are into anime or what. I'm like, they're about our ages and they grew up around that time. So not to mention everything now is mainstream. So is it so crazy? Hell.
I remember being literally the only person in my entire high school who watched Tokusatsu.
I mean,
yeah, same.
I remember, what was it recently? They had the opening at Grauman's Chinese Theater, and it was a literal red carpet event. The movie has made in just 3 days, I think number one at 77 million, and it's taken over everything. So suck on that, America. Anyway, so yeah. Baku goes to his closet. It's like, okay, I'm at the closet. What do I do? You see those coat hangers over there? The random coat hangers that just happen to be facing this way? Yeah, turn them. Oh, that's cute. 3 Z's. And the door opens. You're leading into a room which we saw in the last episode. This is apparently the dream world where Zero is at. And we're like, where are you? Where are you, Zero? I'm right here. Where?
Yeah, I'm Autobagine 2.0.
Yeah, literally Autobagine. It's the motorcycle, but technically not because the motorcycle is being controlled by Zero.
Remotely.
So Zero technically is not there. He's kind of like, oh, I had to step out for a minute, but I'm on voice chat, so I'm on speaker. I'm still talking to you, but please talk to the robot.
Yeah, I don't know, are the Fies references intentional? I mean, he's got the red glowing lines on his body, and Autobagine 2.0 is are they taking inspiration from Fies, or is this just a coincidence?
There's some heavy thighs, like references here. There really are.
Mhm.
You know,
Yeah.
I'm hoping.
I mean, there's also Cheetah Nikki from Go Busters.
That's
I am hoping that that the nightmares actually make sense more than the Orphanox do. But yeah, so apparently, Zero tells him that this is your room, this is the dream world. You are Agent 7, blah, 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 and it's time for an upgrade. You, the gachapon wall. Yeah, no joke.
I just realized something.
Literal
quick.
gachapons.
Yep. I just realized something.
Y'all.
Mike, you know how we said Go Juger? They've been raiding Subaraya's closet?
Yep.
We've got Zeztz is Agent 7, and he knows a character named Zero, just like Ultra 7's son is Ultraman Zero.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. We're taking back the closet.
We're raiding Subaraya's closet.
But the closet that we really need to find is Johnny's. We gotta set
Hiroshi Nagano free.
Yeah. Oh, can you imagine if Kamen Rider Zeztz rescues Hiroshi Nagano and then Nagano becomes a Kamen Rider this season?
That would be amazing.
Ore wa Kamen Rider Tiga.
Kamen Rider Tiga.
Kamen Rider Dyna. Kamen Rider Gaia. Kamen Rider Braza. That's for you, Steve. That's for you, Steve, right there.
We'll have to do it.
Well, we did have both Kamen Rider X and Ultraman X, so
yeah. And yeah.
Let's see what. So yeah, what we find out is that again, the explode nightmare has appeared again and is causing mayhem in the dream world, which is also causing problems in the real world.
Yeah, like the police cars we saw at the beginning of the episode.
I mean, well, that kind of explains in the first episode why the random car just like no one was driving it. I'm like, was the nightmare in the car? Because that car did also was involved in the dream world when he actually got into the dream world. So I don't know. But yeah, apparently they find out that this bomb nightmare or this explode nightmare is like it's targeting specific places. Like not like there's a pattern, but it's like, why exactly are you focusing on police vehicles and government departments?
Yeah,
like that kind of seems very suspicious. Like, is the person anti-government? Is the person anti-establishment? Down with the pigs. I don't know. We don't know. It's kind of weird, but we got to take it out. But before we do that, we get a new gachapon because we actually spent the 550 yen at the machine, and we got a transformation sphere. Mom, I already have this one. I'm not giving you another 5 yen, son.
Oh, let's go. Mom, can I have Ginga Man? No, son, we have Ginga Man at home. Ginga Man at home.
It's the one from 5 Man.
The ones from 5 Man, yes.
Yeah. But yeah, so before we did that, we have a little comedical moment with 0 and 7. Because
it's like we need to stop this bomber.
We gotta go. We gotta go.
Boom, 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 boom. Huh. Wait, why am I sitting on something? It's just a witty joke.
Oh man, I can only imagine the Rule 34 people having a day with that one.
Oh gosh.
I mean, have you seen Revice?
Look, Revice, they knew what they were doing with Revice, especially with the supposed Venom tentacle demon that they had paired up with him. This is gonna be no different than like AG and Onk. Like, except now we're going into erotic robots. I thought we stopped
robosexuality.
I thought we stopped that with Tokuger.
Robosexuality.
Exactly. This makes me glad. This makes me glad that I've literally never seen any Rule 34 of Kamen Rider, and I don't plan on any of ever doing that.
I don't even want to know. I don't want to know. But I'm just like,
someone did post some stuff in the Kamen Rider group.
Well,
they were probably kicked out, and rightfully so. But jeez, dude.
So let's see here. What else do I have written down? So yeah, the transformation gimmick for this actually uses transforms his legs into kind of grasshopper legs or to spike maces. Because
it was like a spike.
He's able.
Yeah, did you also notice that during the chase scene when the truck falls over into its side and slides, and then Zeztz is on his bike, and then he goes off a ramp. It does the rim from Ichigo.
Yeah, the Ichigo, the vroom. Yeah. Of course, that truck did a gnarly flip. It just completely went. But we do kind of get a premise of like, wait a minute. Again, you're attacking police vehicles. So that means the person who's dreaming of this thing must either be anti-establishment or it could be a police officer. Mm-hmm. But it's crazy that it would be someone who works in the department of of law and order, because why would a police officer ever be disgruntled at his job? Well,
maybe he also got demoted to that department.
Well, I mean, we do have a certain detective here who is looked at by everyone in the department as like a wacko because of what he believes in. So is it maybe not so much that he kind of has resentment towards his job, but he's unwillingly knowing and dreaming about it?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, subconsciously, yeah, you may not hate your job, but somewhere deep down, you got some major resentments, man, because it's kind of hinted that this explode nightmare is connected to the detective.
Mm-hmm.
So what does that mean? Are we going to have to take out the detective? If we take out the explode nightmare, does that cause him any damage? We know that the gun nightmare really wasn't connected to anybody. So what happens when you destroy the nightmare? What happens to the dreamer?
Yeah, that's a good question.
I mean, do we have to defeat the person who's dreaming, or do we defeat the monster? And what are the consequences of doing that?
Yeah. I'm sure we'll find out.
Yeah, we don't know, because that's where the episode ends.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Wow. What a rip. You're getting good, and then you just like, I swear to God.
You want to find out what happens next? Wait another week.
Well, that's the thing. When I watched this, I was like, oh, let's go watch the Demon Slayer movie. I'm like, I'm hoping that doesn't happen again. I'm hoping that we don't build up to something and then it's like credits. No. I would have cussed out the screen. I would have just been so mad. But no. Mm-hmm. At least I got something out of it.
Yeah.
But that is it, ladies and gentlemen. That is Case 2, Explode of Kamen Rider Zeztz.
If Zeztz came out during the years when Friendship is Magic was airing, somebody would have made a crossover with Zeztz and Princess Luna, since they can both travel in dreams.
How many times did I see like bronies show up to tokusatsu events or in Little Tokyo? Like, do you all remember when Hasbro was doing? Well, they did the My Little Pony Power Ranger crossover, but they actually did like the original My Little Ponies. I'm like, okay, that I kind of get. That I would believe. But it would be cool if we saw them in the newer styles that they have. But I get it. I'm like, but is this necessary? Is this legitimately necessary? Also, I'm like, oh, we're gonna get a Kamen Rider. Can you imagine if there was a Kamen Rider that was based off of horses?
I mean, I'm pretty sure Geets probably had one off screen. It was definitely a giraffe rider at some point, also off screen. But the craziest part is there was a Dalmatian rider.
I would, like what was it? A couple of years ago, they did a comic crossover between Transformers and My Little Pony, Friendship is Magic. And I actually do have those. I actually did have those just to see, like, I wonder what Pinkie Pie would do if she ever came across Megatron. Like G1 Megatron. You know?
She would destroy Megatron.
Oh no, she you know who she was put against? Shockwave.
Yeah, makes sense.
She was put against Shockwave, and Shockwave was like, I can't handle this chick. I'm like,
wow. And then you had Rainbow Dash versus Starscream.
Yeah. And then
did Pinkie Pie defeat Shockwave with her party cannon?
Yeah, she did. She literally called because you know how you know how Shockwave is like all of like the scientist, and depending on the comic, he's either a Dr. Maki type or he's like a sadistic like psychopath of a scientist. In this case, it was like it's kind of like he's the stoic scientist that just couldn't handle her. It's literally Dexter and Dee Dee. That's how I saw the fight.
Dee Dee and Dexter.
So it's like, all right, there we go. And I was like, you know what? They did do several like references in the show about like heroes and whatnot. I would not be surprised if they actually tried to do a Kamen Rider like reference or something. I don't know. That would be rather interesting.
Yeah.
I mean,
we did get repaints of RC and Rodimus as Chun-Li and Ken Masters.
Oh yeah, the Street Fighter collab. There's also the Jurassic Park collab.
Yeah, where like the T-Rex from the movie is Megatron from.
They have the Ninja Turtles, the Party Wagon collab, the DeLorean,
the Ecto-1.
They still have not officially made an MLP Transformer. Which I'm like, I don't know, but that would be actually something just to have. But
I would buy it.
I would buy it. I mean, like, it's something. And, in this crazy nerd world of ours, I was actually surprised how these two things actually worked. It's almost as crazy as the Naruto Ninja Turtles collab that they did. Or the Power Rangers.
What I would really like is a Naruto Avatar collab. Just like imagine like Aang airbending while Naruto doing their Rasengan together.
They're talking about it. They did do the Ninja Turtles collab, so it could be a thing. But yeah, that aside, we can only dream. But yeah. This episode really not much went down other than comedical robot men. And, well, we now know where we're going to get our upgrades. We got to spend 500 yen in a gachapon machine.
You know, I'm honestly not surprised by that, considering the Capsums. I mean, the name itself
they're shaped
they look like gachapon capsules.
Which makes it appropriate that O's is the season we're currently doing, because the best character is literally a gachapon themed Kamen Rider.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, guys. Let me cook for a second. What if? Hold on. What if a Kamen Rider Birth had a cameo in Zeztz?
That would be too much man for this show to handle, especially the fact that like Japanese Twitter has been going off, like good wise on how this kid Baku is, especially in his Agent 7 look.
Mm-hmm.
You know that ratings actually spike when he does his transformation, when he does the head pose. Yeah, like
you know what's funny? Apparently, when he does this, that's actually him wiping drool out of his mouth.
Yeah, no, yeah, I get it, but you know, all these fangirls, all these women are just like, oh, I got it, I get it. So imagine putting in that beefcake of Akira Date. I know that they'd be like, oh, we got a gachapon like thing going on. Yeah, but that would, yeah, I think you break the airwaves. That's too much, man.
And then it's like no, there's so much man. And then so it's like no, there's not enough man. So then they get like 2 keys to open like a glass case, and then they push a glowing green button, and then out of nowhere, Metal Yoshida shows up.
Oh, yeah.
Monsieur Boss, good to see you. Ça va, ça va, ça va, ça va.
So wait, is he Bravo?
Yeah. Yeah. Bravo.
Yeah, Birth and Bravo at it for
Okay,
the first time in the wettest of dreams.
This could be, I mean, some people might get it, some people might not. Have we seen the Netflix anime Komi Can't Communicate?
Yes.
No.
First season.
Only first season, okay. They're in season 2. In season 2, they all go on like, you know, that Kyoto, that I don't know if it's true or not that all students must go to Kyoto for some trip or whatever that they do. I don't know if that's true or not. But they have a moment with like the kid that's a delinquent, the very K-pop looking pretty boy, and all of the rest of the guys. They have a moment in the Hot Springs episode where they're all just like, wait, what are they doing? They're breathing hard, they're panting, they're in the hot springs, obviously. But then you look and it's like, oh, they're just posing. They're doing like JoJo poses in front of the mirror and stuff like, we must show our.
Now I have to watch season
like,
2.
Yeah, they were literally like, you know, they were power flexing. Because apparently that's what the pretty K-pop boy does, is that he poses. So I'm like, imagine we have Baku, Date, and Bravo. Why don't we just add Jonichi in there and just make it, there you go. We would break the airwaves, Michael. That's too much, man. Yeah. That's too much. These poor women can't handle it.
Wait, Jonichi, you mean
Jonichi? Are very manly men. They will break the internet.
Compared to such things. No joke. Take a look at Hero's Instagram. Go look up Kamen Rider Birth Instagram. You'll see what I mean. Like that we cannot compare that. That is too much. We can't. But yeah, this was a very mid episode, I guess. Mm-hmm. We must wait next week to get closure. So I give it a 6.
Yeah.
It would have been a 5, but again, we did have 0, so technically that is a thing. So that's my score. That's my score is a 6.
Yeah. Me, I give it an 8. The humor's great, but the drama needs more work.
I give it an 8.5. Like, were you not done?
Yeah. I was mostly done. You can go ahead.
Oh, sorry about that. Yeah, I give it an 8.5. I enjoyed it. It was fun to watch. Like, you know, it definitely had a lot of cool scenes. Like, you know, that tunnel scene, you know, was really cool and whatnot, and had some good fight choreography. But yeah, it's definitely setting up for a mystery that's has yet to be resolved this week. That'll get resolved next week, but you know, that tends to happen in Kamen Rider, so
yeah. We'll see what happens, because I'm actually interested in what he's gonna do in terms of like, so are you gonna kill the Kaijin, or are we gonna kill the detective? What will happen if you do? Mm-hmm. That's what I want to know. I'm like,
I mean, was the gun one his own Kaijin though?
Maybe,
but at the same time, it's like he was gonna kill him. So wouldn't that mean if this was and the Kaijin was in his dream, that means his world would be completely shattered? Like he would die too.
Yeah, unless Bizicam does some kind of purification ritual by performing his rider kick.
Yeah, because again, the whole slot machine thing, what's that about?
Yeah.
I don't know. We'll see. But yeah, that was episode 2. So what do the people have to say?
Yeah. Okay, let's get on. Yeah, if explode is build, then gun is W. Maybe.
Maybe.
Let's look at the third one and see if it's. I swear to God, if it turns out to be blue and orange, or red, silver, and black.
I thought that it was like green and gray.
It's more green than anything. But I noticed that both of these two monsters, like their leg pattern, look like splatter. It's like I didn't put much thought into the first one because I assumed it's oh, maybe it's a paintball thing, but no, they both have a splatter pattern going on with their legs. That's an interesting catch about Mount Fuji and the eggplant. Wonder who Hawk will be. I don't know. Maybe it'll be someone involving the second rider. Who knows?
Okay, so I found the gun. The gun nightmare.
Yeah.
Again, you know what it looks like? It looks like one of the mass-produced Fies grunts than it would.
The real troopers?
You're right,
yeah.
troopers.
It looks like the troopers, but again, it also has the Fies fin, not connected all the way, but it's it kind of just goes V-shaped like that. So I mean, I can say more, and how the faces look more like Fies than it. I mean, again, the double could be there because there is a color of greens and purples. So maybe it's a combo of double and Fies.
Yeah, or maybe, who knows? Maybe it's very well possible that we're just looking too deep into these kaijin.
Maybe, because again, when you look it up, the explode does show up as well. And yeah, I can totally tell because, well, if you look at it, the belt, the explode's belt is split into 2 colors. There are 2 tubes right here in its chest, red and blue. And it's perfectly split down the middle.
Yeah.
So maybe there's a Kamen Rider reference. But yeah, no, let's keep watching. Yeah. What else we got?
All right, and we have one more comment. Baku Akira Oran. Oh my god. Oh my god. Can you even handle that Horo Horo power?
That's like JoJo's Bizarre Adventure levels of Horo.
Yeah.
That is too much. That's too much.
That's too much Horo Horo. Yes, I just made a One Piece reference. Deal with it.
Although, there are some people. I am seeing, apparently, people have been saying that we might get different Kamen Riders in this series. That's what the feed's been telling me on my side.
That's crazy. Well, we'll find out in the future. But until then, please be sure to comment, like, and subscribe to us on YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. Ding the bell icon so you're notified of our latest videos. And be sure to share our videos because it helps out with the algorithm. We love you guys. We just did Ultraman Omega and Kamen Rider Zeztz back to back. It was a real fun ride doing both of these 2 podcasts. And we also have number 1 Sentai Go Juger on Thursday and Kamen Rider O's during the weekend. We love you guys. And Check out our sister channel, The Buttery Show, where we discuss various movies and TV shows. And on both podcasts, we got a lot of interviews being uploaded lately, including on The Buttery Show. We got Andy and Bonnie from Toy Story, as well as Butch Hartman from Fairly Odd Parents and Danny Phantom. On Morphin Network, we recently uploaded Goldar and Mucus, and we're going to have 2 more interviews uploaded later this week. So we love you guys. We want to give you as much content as we can. If you want to say hi to us in person, we will be at the Pasadena Convention Center on January 25th for Pasadena Comic-Con, and again on August 28th through the 30th for Power Morphicon. We love you guys. We love seeing you guys in person. And if you want to say hi to us on our personal content, you could find us on our Instagrams and YouTubes and Twitters. Guys, help me out here.
You can find me at youtube.com, Axel Ranger, and Twitter at Axel Ranger.
And just at IG at the Sin Prince. Thank you so much, guys.
And you can find me on Instagram at Bouken_Kabuto. We love you guys, and we hope to see you again real soon. Have a good one. Sweet dreams. Just don't go to any infinite castles with that MC Asher mechanics.
Or run into Scary Terry.
Yep.